Dear, I've dropped one of my seed trays. So I suspect this has happened to you. All I'm going to do is fill a 40 cell tray and then just prick them out a bit earlier. And then what I'll do is I'll water this from underneath so I don't disturb any of the seedlings once they're in, because dry compost is much easier to move them into than wet. Now I'm just picking up really carefully, and then I will lower them in and then just fill the compost in all around the seedling. There we go. No problem. Just moving the compost around gently with my dibber to uncover them. And look, done 2 rows already. Takes no time at all. What I did was sweep them up gently just into a dustpan. I can see there's a few more there. Yeah, I think that's them all, but what I'll do is I won't throw away this compost. I'll just pop it in a tray just on top of some other compost. So if there's any left to germinate, they will still be able to come up. And these, I'll put a lid on them immediately and then lower them in the water. And I'll come back in about half an hour and rescue them and put them on a heat mat or take them back indoors just until they settle in. There we go, they look all right. So what I'm doing now is watering from underneath. They're in a tray, and I'm going to put my propagator lid on immediately just so they don't lose any more moisture. And I will come back and rescue this tray in about 20 minutes, half an hour, once the compost has sucked up some of that water. And the leftover compost, I've just put this on top of some compost I already had, so it's just a thin layer, and the rest of it's just in here. So I'll leave these for a little bit longer just in case I missed any seeds or there's still some to germinate. I think I got them all though. Anyway, if there are any, they will pop up because they can still get light. And then fast forward, it is 24 hours later and you can see that I have no casualties and all the seedlings have survived just fine. So if it happens to you, this is all you need to do. These are the steps. I'm going to leave the lid on again for another evening. Just taking it off to show you, so I'll put it back on again now. But it did have to be snapdragons, didn't it? For all the seeds to drop, the snapdragons are probably the most fiddly of all. Never mind.